back with whatever the fuck he was doing. This is his Let's Play, not mine. Something dumb happens, blame the boy.
That was the wrong button. I don't remember what buttons do what.
Map is on Y. Bike mode is on start, and the minus button is a quick for the Pokédex for some reason.
Where else are they gonna put it?
Even though that one YouTuber, and I made fun of this at the beginning of us starting these recordings, and the fact that other people agree with this is so stupid to me. That one big YouTuber that's kind of lately been in this mood of, oh, the past few Pokemon games, it's like, I just can't get into these.
Everyone in it has been like that.
No, remember one of the detriments he said? And I'm sorry, it is the most non-issue that you're turning into an issue to just make a controversial point.
Yeah, it was the stupid thing about the, like, map being... the map being on, like, Y or whatever.
Map is on Y, and your menu button is X. And man was literally going on a tirade about who puts the fucking menu button
Damn it.
on a face button in 2022, and that Game Freak is like 30 years behind in game design, and that the menu should never be on a face button, and that is archaic design that should have died in like the GameCube era. Oh hey, Gimmighoul.
Not exactly what I was looking for. Please give me it. Oh, I was gonna say give me like 10. Because that's what I was going to do for this. Most of this was going to be going around looking for Gimmighoul. That's why I was...
Hey, Gimmighoul.
Please give me...
5.
Oh. Like, well, it's highly unlikely. I would find it is sort of hilarious if, like, if that update actually made the, like, game. I swear the game just kind of froze there for a second.
Yes. It's not... We talked about this.
Oh, damn it.
It's not perfect, and the things that cause the most problems with the game are just a couple... Now, they did iron out some stability in the other paths.
Basically, what I was going to say, besides, like, this, I find it hilarious if that update actually did make, like, getting slightly higher Gimmighoul chances if that was, like, a thing, because I was going around the first area looking for one of the, like, towers, because, you know, you can fly to the towers, and I can't, like, there isn't any fly spots here, so that means I haven't found it, so that's why I was just wandering, around sort of aimlessly looking for that, but I also...
Fly beam!
Oh yeah, that was worth it. But I also just remembered something else related to Gimmighoul I wanted to show. I think it's in Mesagoza.
Oh, game.
I think it's here. It being here would make sense. It's something, like, it's one of those, the game doesn't give any, like, hint to this, and this makes getting Gimmighoul kind of, like, slightly better. It's still a pain in the ass. It's just slightly less of a pain in the ass. If it is here, there's an NPC I have to find, but I don't exactly remember where he is. I think it's a guy standing on his own in, like an alley or something.
To talk about the menu for a second, because I was just thinking about that again. It's like,
if I wander around aimlessly and can't find this, you might have to pull up a, like, you might have to try to pull up some type of guide or something.
other Pokemon games had menu on X, and a lot of RPGs did that.
Yeah, it's like...
To literally act like this is the Like, the Game Freak
like we had brought up
failed as a company because the X button is the menu. I'm sorry, that is
like we had brought up before. It's like that's sort of literally what the like idea of the PS1 was, because of the whole like triangle being, you know, the top button, or you know, like square was the one that was supposed to be like documents and shit. Like a menu, triangle was supposed to be the like camera button or something.
They used symbols for this idea that a square is a piece of paper. So the square button was supposed to be a universal button for menus. Triangle was supposed to represent a face, so triangle was supposed to be the view button, and circle and cross was supposed to be a very Japanese ingrained example of yes and no for sort of positives and negatives of selecting stuff, because Japan was big on this universal understanding of like circle meaning good and cross meaning bad.
When we brought that up before, like I had said, the mini games in Dreamland 3, when you get it right, you get a circle icon. When it's wrong, it's an X. And there are just other examples of something like that.
But these weird Japanese-isms, they didn't think about a wider culture not getting the nuance, so a bunch of other people...
Okay, like an X being used to denote something as wrong, that is kind of a thing over here, but instead of a circle being okay, it's normally like a check mark or something is the thing that is, like, generally...
Okay, and... damn it. An American Western view of an X denoting a bad is common, but we don't do circle for positive that often.
Okay, I cannot remember if the NPC is in this town or not. Also, the controller's kind of acting... the controller's kind of acting up again as well. So, you might have to look at a, like... guy, because I don't even know if the one NPC is in this city. I remember people saying it is, like, if you look up, like, maybe Gimmighoul NPC or something, that's the best way, I think, to find them, because I cannot remember if they, one, have an actual name, and two, again, the location they're in.
Trying to find some shit.
Now again, it could just be here, just because I can't remember the location. It could be completely running past them several times, like a big dumb.
Go back to my other point, then. The problem with whatever the fuck you're going on about is kind of mixed into just general guise of Gimmighoul and the...
Oh, god damn it, game. What I was looking for, it's an NPC that if you have an overflow of Gimmighoul coins, so that you know you can evolve more of them, because you can only hold 999 at a time, is an NPC that will give you more if you have it. But besides that, apparently every time you talk to them, they will give you a small handful of coins. So, like, something at that point, again, unless this is literally super unknown, something to bring that up at some point, that because you need 3 9s, it's like, what if I have 3 9s and pick?
Yeah.
It's like, are they wasted? And a lot of people think they're wasted. No, there's an NPC somewhere that if you talk to him...
The problem I can't find a good coherent thing about an NPC with the damn coins because everyone's just talking about how to get coins in general.
Or wait. Oh, that's the other area that starts with I'm trying. I am fucking trying. This is not me. It's the controller being shit for some reason because it either needs to be cleaned or it's the battery running out. I can't fucking tell.
Pretty sure it needs more cleaning. Which I might have to do.
Wait, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, I believe this is it, because I think it's... Haha! It's him!
Yeah.
Okay.
I did find a guide that mentioned him.
Like, the reason I wanted to...
I actually found a guide that mentioned that guy.
Why didn't you bring it up then?
Because...
I said...
No, the problem is the other guides I found that mentioned that guy just mentioned that he gives you money once and then doesn't do anything.
Because I've seen people say he apparently gives you money once a day. Or if not once a day, once every few days, unless you have an
A guide? I saw him get mentioned in a guide, but it said once and then never again.
One of these sources is wrong, then.
That's when they mention, like, gold NPCs.
God damn it, game. Fuck!
Should probably clean that.
Yes,
down.
probably should.
Oh, God damn it. So, well, and I'm going to keep digging. The first research I did said the base, tiny bitch-ass Gimmighoul, the small ones, those definitely seem confirmed to respawn every 24 hours. People have said the chest ones, at least when I was doing some research, looking for a better answer, a lot of people have said, oh, we don't actually know what the fuck causes the chest ones to respawn. People will just be playing the game and all their chest will come back, and some people will play the game and none of the chest ones will come back. Apparently they are set to reappear, but only selectively under some arcane condition.
I have to ask, what the fuck, then?
So I'm doing more research.
Cause, you know, I know for a fact that, like...
Okay, hold on, I'm starting to find some raw data, and this would explain a lot.
Ow.
Okay, I found a more tangible thing, and that would explain a lot, and that is complete ass.
What?
Asshole. Until I find a more concrete answer, I have a concrete answer, and I don't like what I just read.
Which is...
So, and this would explain a lot. The small Gimmighouls, the ones that hold a single coin, apparently every 24 hours, any coin holder, the small ones, have a 50% chance of appearing. But there are so many of those, and because it's 50, you basically have, like, that's a half and half. That is a coin flip. Funny, given that they hold coins, but it is a 50-50 dice roll on whether or not the small single Gimmighouls show up. But there are so many, speaking of, the small Gimmighoul are...
I swear I still...
He's right there. Okay. Those Gimmighoul, the small ones, they show up 50% of the time. So every day you have a 50% chance of the tiny ones appearing where they were. But there are so many of those, and 50% is so frequent that even if you don't get one, that you are likely going to get the Gimmighoul to return to where it was pretty consistently. But then we have the percentage for the chest ones. It's 5.
Bullshit.
It is 5% of the time every 24 hours.
So, literally every day it will just roll that?
Apparently. Every time it re-rolls Gimmighoul, it is 50% for the tiny, the coin holders, the Romy ones that only give you a couple of coins. The chest Gimmighouls apparently are just a flat rate 5%. And that would explain why some people are like, oh, I keep seeing the chests. And other people are like, what do you mean? The game seems broken. I thought it was every 24 hours. So, it apparently...
I am called...
Until I see more coherent numbers, let's just...
That feels...
accurate, yeah.
Like you said, that feels too sort of accurate because of, again, the whole... It's been like 2 goddamn weeks. And
you haven't seen Jack and shit.
And I think I got, like, one of them to respawn one time, and then after that, basically never fucking again.
Until I'm proven otherwise, I'm just gonna roll with that number, because that seems,
That makes too much sense. Especially because with that shit, I am fucking calling, like... Especially with that shit, I am goddamn calling it... Now, if we do get DLC, something in the DLC is going to be a fixed location. Like, Gimmighoul chest, this one chest is going to not only have a higher spawn rate than other Gimmighoul chests. I am calling that chest spawn is going to be the one in the game that almost always fucking holds the, like, 777. It's like... Basically, as a we're sorry for doing this in the first place when the game gets fucking DLC, that DLC is going to fix a problem you created!
So...
To be fair, there was still, like, you know, a few other watchtowers and shit,
Well, that explains a lot, though.
Yeah, so it still explains a...
Speaking of Gimmighoul...
Yeah, I see him.
Hey, asshole. So, we'll just go with those numbers until proven otherwise, but that's more concrete. And I said I would sit doing some research. The best answer I can find, and this, to me, looks okay, is that Gimmighoul, the small ones, are 50% encounter rate. And
the funny thing is, the small ones, and again, I fucking guarantee you, because, at least according to the internet, no one has guided these numbers natively, yet the small ones can apparently, the highest they can go is like 1 or 200 from the roaming form, so again, I fucking guarantee you, as a we're sorry for this, the DLC is going to have that shit exist a lot more.
It's not the worst thing, it's just, an extra level of dumb tediousness that you sort of seemingly programmed because you were just kind of being an asshole where you created an overpowered Pokemon.
Which isn't even that overpowered.
That...
I'm sorry, but in a single player context, it's really not that overpowered. It's really not. Like, the one fucking move that's the reason you would goddamn do this stupid shit where, you're trying to balance it so that the player doesn't have access to, like, that move too early. It only, I believe, learns that move at, like, level 60.
That is the funnier part here with possible DLC and everything.
Oh, we know a DLC is gonna fucking fix it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a tower over there? Have I been to that tower? I'm opening the...
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on the respawn rate for Gimmighoul now that it is basically pretty much been confirmed that the information I was reading does seem to be accurate? The random coin ones are 50% of the time every day, while the treasure chest forms are 5% every day, and I feel like that was literally done because Game Freak wanted to be assholes and basically make it hard to get Gimmighoul for no reason other than punishing people that time skip, because even if you time skip, that becomes a tedious nightmare in order to get a lot of coins. It's almost like they only wanted you to have one Gimmighoul, but know that a regular Pokemon should never really be something you can only get one of, because people get annoyed about that. And Gimmighoul cannot breed at all. Neither can the evolution Goldengo, or Goldengo, or however you say that. So you are basically forced to catch a treasure chest form in order to evolve one of these. And if you want more, you basically do need to go catch another one. And I feel like in the DLC, they will likely have some type of encounter that gives you a lot of coins, or the encounter is a way to get a lot of the chest form Gimmighoul, which technically would also by proxy give you a lot of coins. But the main point is I feel like the DLC will basically have something that lets you get a ton of the coins, but it will probably also have a lot easier of a chance at spawning the treasure chest. Or because they are technically coded into the game because of Pokemon Go, the DLC will actually have an area where you can catch the smaller roaming ones, and this would allow you to, first of all, catch those, and second of all, get a small handful of coins every time you defeat one, and that would actually be super useful, because while that would not be as fast as finding the treasure chest Gimmighoul, which they could also just add to an area where the treasure chest forms become a more standard wild encounter, if you had the small ones, at the very least, you could get a few coins every time you beat one, and if they kept respawning, that would at least equal out a little bit. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shield for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.